Hey Bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. I'm super grateful you're joining in for some planner time with me today. So in this video, you guys, I will be planning for the week of November 28th through December 4th. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite sticker books, Colorful Animal, you guys. So finally getting into this book. So if you want to see how it turns out, you already know, stay tuned. Okay, Bestie, so here's what we got going on with the stickers. Okay, so I do have some Colorful Animal here, and I did pull a Red Lyric doll. I've ordered some dolls from Red Lyric. It's a Etsy shop, and y'all, I stuck with the green and like brown tones because I wanted to bring in a little bit of the fall flair. I know it's kind of like the first week of December and we're kind of getting all festive. However, I wanted to use the sticker book. So you just use what you want. You know what I mean? If you don't want to do seasonal, you don't want to do festive, that's okay too. And for me this week, that's what I was going for. So I decided I wanted to use like this bold animal print, like bold leopard print. And initially I thought maybe I could like border the page with it, but for now I'm just gonna start in this upper right corner and I'm gonna put some down in this lower right corner just to see how I feel about that first before I commit to the whole boldness of the page. Now I do feel like with this type of design I do want to like stick to probably about 2 clusters. I don't know, I may do 3 considering the stickers that I pulled. So that's kind of the look that I'm going for, you guys, and where this spread is headed. So we're just figuring out which way I want to lay these like animal print stickers, because I'm having to lay them because I want them to kind of give a cornered look with them. So that's why I was like mapping out how I want it to look. So far I only put down 4 stickers. I'm thinking that I may need, I know I'm gonna need at least 1 more, maybe 2, depending on how I can kind of like rearrange these. I'm trying to get the most out of the sticker without having to cut so much off, but I also can use the little trimmings too. So let's see how we can get it to flowing. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in the book and I pulled these. There is like quite a bit of like animal print in this book, some bigger ones, some medium-sized ones, and these are the smaller scaled ones. But I still feel like they are so bold. So I know that I want this doll over here at the bottom right corner because I'm only going to use 1 doll in this spread. So let's go ahead and just trim off the excess, and then let's just fill in the spaces because I feel like that'll be the easiest way for me to kind of get the look I want, and then that way I can kind of see what I got, you know. And I did check the book to make sure I had extras, so I do, so it's fine. So I'm gonna clip these off and stick those back on my wax paper. Now this corner is big enough that I could possibly like use it, so we'll see how that goes. Let's trim off this little excess as well. And already, y'all, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I love the spread because it's leopard print. I feel like I just can't go wrong with a bold leopard print on my planner pages. I don't know, it's my thing. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this down a little bit. I added 1 more sticker and I feel like they added to that space, so I'm gonna add the excess over to this side to see if I can make it work some kind of way. And I may have to like use some of those little clip-ins. Yeah, I do have a couple of empty spaces, so that's what I'll probably do. You just pull from there, but for now I'm gonna clip the rest of this off to see if I can use any of that, and I can't. It's kind of half into, so I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna just trim it because I have this little white space that's in between that's like very prominent. So I'm gonna trim one of the little spots out. I didn't want one that was like cut off, you know, because I want it to look like it actually goes in the pattern, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna place this one in there and do some sticker surgery with that. Okay, so I like how that looks. Okay, so before I put my doll down though, because I do know I want her over there, I'm gonna go ahead and put down these long stickers. And I did have stickers on the back of this wax paper, y'all, so I'm gonna move them to the front so that way I can just kind of see all of what I have. And like I like to like use one side of the wax paper so I can see it all, but sometimes depending on how I rip the sheet out of the wax paper roll box, then it may be a little small, and depending on how I space them out too. Now a trick with the wax paper, you guys, you can completely like lay out a full sheet and plan over your planner spread first, and then put the stickers down where you kind of lay them out. And I used to do that, y'all, but I think now I really get a lot of joy out of just going in the flow. I've been in that realm for a while now. Like, just go with the flow. Whatever comes out, whatever I create, whatever looks good at this present moment in time, that's what I'm gonna go with. And so that's what I'm doing here. I decided to put that long sticker down. Now, here's the only thing about that. I wish that I would have had another curved box to use on the opposite side of this page because, balance. But it's not too bad because of the color scheme. This one, that box is like a tiger stripe though, versus that curved long box is like a leopard print. But it's the same color, so you can't really tell, and it didn't bother me. So I'm gonna put a cluster at the top, and I did decide to go ahead and do 3 clusters. So this one on the right side of the page, because I have the doll sticker, I'm gonna just like connect the dots, if that makes sense. Just do one big cluster, and I may even need another box at the bottom just to balance it out, but I'll see as I pull the spread together. Now these little monthly boxes, I did pull this one because it was green and I needed some green on this side of the spread, so I'm just finagling it. You guys, you don't have to use them in your monthly spreads. You can definitely use them as regular boxes, and I pulled 2 of them. So I'm just laying them and clustering them with the other box stickers to where you really can't tell. It almost looks like I laid it over the box itself. Now this one, I didn't like how close that box was up to the edge of the page, so I'm gonna lift these stickers and move them up and over a little bit and try not to rip them. Wax paper really helps with that, but sometimes if I'm moving too fast, I'll still rip a sticker, y'all. So be gentle with them. And I'm gonna place this back down, and I feel like this spacing just looks so much better. And I like to give myself spacing for the simple fact that if I want to, because my clusters aren't complete with just boxes, y'all, I like to go in and add little layers and other things that I feel like give it depth and texture to the spread, just give it something more interesting to look at. So I like to give myself enough space around the edges of the page to be able to add in those little things that might make sense. Okay, so I thought that box was gonna layer good up at the top, but I didn't like it. I feel like that space, the cornered off with the leopard print design in the box, is a little bit weird, but I'm gonna live with it for now and see what else I can come up with. So because I had that curved box, you guys, I thought that pulling some circles would help with the whole curved look to the spread. But right now, y'all, I'm flowing in the boxes. I did pull some other boxes out of this colorful animal sticker book, and they were just plain boxes. I love when sticker books come with boxes that are already plain boxes, functional boxes that we can use that fit the color palette of the sticker book, because I feel like this green color especially, I may have been able to find some brown, but this green color, I don't have a lot of sticker books in my collection, y'all, that are green. And you know what, I need to purchase. It's a sticker book that's been on my list for a minute now, and it has some green in it, more of this green tone though. I think I could even be wrong about that. I believe it's the Hustle and Heart sticker book. I believe that's the name of it. Comment below if y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's where it pays to have, functional stickers that match your decorative stickers. I always love that. So because I am a very functional planner, at least I call myself that, even though I do all of the extra creativeness, if you even want to call it extra creativeness, but we use decorative stickers. That's what I mean. And I don't know. I still feel like it's functional though, in my opinion. I get my plans done and I get them down on paper and I can still check them off. And I just love the look of it. It just, especially looking back on my pages, I just love the journey that it tells, or the story that it tells. Okay, so I added some boxes, and I did go ahead and add another box down below on Sunday, in between Sunday and the note section, just to kind of balance it out just a little bit, but not too much to where it was that bold look, that I had going on. and I kind of balanced that out with the one between Monday and Tuesday. This is the trick, you guys, to the horizontal, at least the way that I plan. Clusters and layers are the trick. Like, of course, I started out planning in zones, and what I mean by zones is like dividing up the page into 3/4, like three, each side is divided up into 3 slots or 3 columns, and keeping those columns consistent throughout the planner page. And let me know if you guys want a video. I should do a video on that because, yeah, I will. I have to do a video on that for you guys because that's how I started out planning in the horizontal. And I know a lot of people are not like fond of the horizontal. They feel like they can't put their plans down in it because it's not what I feel like what we see a lot, especially in the planner world. But y'all, the horizontal is bae for me. And I don't know, as much as I have tried to make myself plan in other formats, I love this format. I truly do. So I stick to it. Stick to what brings you joy. That's my motto. It's okay to try new things, but if you love something, it's not, you don't have to be trendy all the time. You know what I mean? And I call it trendy. It's not really trendy at this point. It's a staple in the planner community. Like some of the layouts we have, but like, if you see other people are using something, try it out, test it out. But if it don't tickle your fancy, stick to what you know, stick to what you love, And so that's just kind of been like what I've been doing, or I do use other layouts though, but I use them in a different way. And I guess I should say that the horizontal makes me so happy when it comes to creative and decorative planning. That's what I should say, you guys. Not that I can't use any other layout to put my plans in, because I actually do. I use the dashboard layout right now for my social media planning, and y'all don't really see that because literally I put no stickers in it. It is all pen and no play. Okay, all pen and no play. But I love it. Okay, so now that I got those clusters down, you guys, I did go in and add in a little bit of like those little flag strips just to give it like something else, a little bit more of that animal print and color. And now I'm adding in my checklist because I just feel like this is going to make it look like a planner spread at this point instead of a bunch of boxes on the page. And so I decided to add some to Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm going to give Friday a couple and Sunday a couple. Now y'all, I used to like putting the bullet points like the same way that I did on one side of the page as the other, but now I just write it wherever because I don't want it to interrupt my design. But also I love how the checklist stencil makes my planner look. I just feel like it's so me. I don't know. It makes it all come together. Now I did pull these quotes out of the sticker book. So I have one that says work hard, and I thought it would look good right here on Wednesday. Then I'm going to put this other one on Friday, and it's rise up. I think it's great because of the event that I'll be going to on Friday. It's perfect for it. Okay, so I also pulled, now you guys, when I first pulled this sticker, this like little zebra print green sticker, I thought it was one full square, and it was actually 2 triangles split. So I was kind of surprised, but I'm trying to see if there's a way I can use it. Right now I don't see anything. So what I am going to do is put the circles back because at this point I've decided I'm not going to use those. And you know what? I can use it at a later date when I use the sticker book. And I'm going to flip back through to see if there's anything else that I might have missed. Okay, because I feel like this sticker book has a lot to it. That you can use, a lot of functional stickers. Like look at this green one and this brown one, that would definitely go. I did pull 2 different brown tones though, because this book actually has 2 of them. One is a more, I guess you could say like a camel brown, if that makes sense, and then one is a more muted brown. But I used them both because I felt like I was still trying to stick with that fall color palette, and I don't think I've ever done green and brown together. That's not a color palette you really see, a lot. And now let's talk, here's what I was talking about with those. I thought it was one full square, but these are like little triangles, but I'm going to put them back because I don't feel like they'll really go on this spread. And I actually think I want to do something else fun with them. So we'll save those. And this page is the same. Those boxes are not full, I believe. So Y'all, now let's talk about my dog. I'm putting another box now because Monday just needs another one. Okay, it just does. I got to figure out how I want it to lay. It needs something else over there. Monday needs something. But while I'm figuring that out, you guys, I know the doll does not look like she actually kind of goes with the spread because she doesn't have like leopard print on or anything. But I thought that her striped top kind of sold the idea, you know what I mean, just a little bit. So that's why I chose her. I don't have a doll that has leopard print. Actually, I do have a doll, but she wasn't the right color. Like, she didn't have on the right tone of leopard print or brown. She was more of like a peachy nude, and I felt like it would have threw it off. So I decided to not use her, and I felt like this doll just looked really good. So I was happy to have her in my collection. Now, flipping through the book, trying to see what else, I feel like I need a couple more of those flags, and then these labels, y'all. I was like, yes, definitely gonna use these because I feel like that'll add something to the spread, especially with that font. This font is so unique, I feel like, as far as the quotes and stuff, so I kind of want to make sure I include a little bit more of that. And then I'm just flipping through and I see these. Now, this book does have a lot of functional stickers, but it does not have like a lot of like little labels. Like, I saw these triangles here, and I'm gonna see if I can use this one maybe, because I couldn't use the other one. But I don't know. I feel like that looks weird. Maybe it doesn't look weird, but to me, it wasn't flowing with what I was looking for in that spot. So I'm like, yeah, maybe if I move it up, or maybe if I put it at the top. I don't know. I don't like it. And normally when something isn't working, I just put it back for a later date because it'll work somewhere else. And then those labels were like kind of thick. So it didn't have like a lot of little circle quotes or anything like that in this book. So I'm going to see if I can find something else in my stash to make it work. But I did find these other little flags that I feel like I can, use. Now, I am very particular with the patterns, and I noticed that brown one was in tiger stripe, and I had a tiger stripe green. So if I'm gonna pull a leopard print green to match that brown, I need to pull a tiger stripe brown. So tedious. Okay, it probably does not matter one way or the other, but your girl, your bestie, I gotta balance it. If I can balance it, I gotta balance it. Sometimes I just live with it, but if there's a chance to make it work, I will make it work. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to place these. I feel like Monday would be great. And y'all, I feel like when I get to this point in the spread, sometimes I forget that I got wax paper out. And I need to use the wax paper because it will actually help me, make decisions, So, and what I mean by that is, you see how the wax paper is transparent? You can kind of slide the sticker around on your spread to see if you like it where you're thinking you want it to go. That's where wax paper, not only does it help with not ripping your stickers and taking some of that tackiness off, because like these stickers, they love this paper. They do not be wanting to come up at times. And for me, I know a lot of you guys have suggested that I buy the undo, and it has been in my Amazon cart for a very long time. And every time I make an Amazon purchase, I don't buy it. And I could just go pick it up actually from the store, because I think I saw it in a store recently actually. But I think I have an issue with wetting my planner. Maybe that's my problem. Okay, so here's where I was talking about, finding something else. And I went and found this Bold Blush sticker book because it had some black labels, and I thought, well, I can just add some of those. I say labels, but like little things that signify what the box may be used for. Just little things you can add to like layer in on your clusters. I always feel like this kind of completes the cluster, especially since I didn't use a lot of decorative things in the cluster itself, like any florals or anything like that. I could have mixed some florals, y'all. I could have, but I didn't. Another idea for another day. Okay, so like I said, I was going to use these, and I do have that little empty white spot. So I'm trying to find something that I can like make sense there. So I'm going to pull a couple of these skinny boxes, and hopefully they will work, I feel like. But yeah, back to the whole undo thing. I know I kind of just skipped back because I didn't want y'all to like miss what I was doing, But I don't know. I think I have a thing. I think I have a thing with wetting my planter, y'all. And I know it dries and I know it's magic. And I probably just need to bite the bullet and just do it. You know? But that it just kind of, it's like, oh my God, I'm putting water. Because I would probably freak out if my planter got wet. Y'all let me know if y'all can relate to that. And if you are an undo lover, like, you know, be patient with your bestie, because I'm sure at some point I'll probably just bite the bullet and try it. But, you know, because there's no harm. I see planners use it all the time, and their planners turn out okay. I don't know why I'm like freaking out like mine is going to be any different. But there's the thing. So now y'all see how I just feel like that looks so boxy what I just did. So I need to move this little tiger stripe back where I had it because it makes more sense there. And I'm gonna lift this sticker up, move it down. I don't know. I just feel like I don't need it. I'm just putting it there because I can definitely use it. But I just feel like that space is too wide. I don't know. It's too much white space. It feels empty. But it's okay. It's okay, Kenya. You just need to let go. You need to let go of this box here. Yeah, see, that's too many boxes, y'all. Y'all see what I mean? Like, you can go overboard, I feel like, if you just box up the entire page. It takes away from the aesthetic of it, and I don't want that. So I'm going to quit. I'm going to put that sticker back. I left that in this video because I want y'all to see the process, but I like how it looks. I feel like that cluster at the top is big enough, and all of my other clusters are, you know, a nice size, enough for what I need. So that's pretty much it for this Plan With Me bestie. I actually really like this spread, which I said at the beginning, because the leopard print is bomb. Okay, it's bomb. Your girl loves leopard print. Comment below if you do too. All right, bestie, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like this video and definitely subscribe to my channel for more, and comment. Until next time, I love you, bestie. Bye.